Now it's acting all whack.
Hey.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Keyboard Warriors. This is episode 113. I'm Eddie Law. That's for Kirby. That's just Rubakawa. And our boy Jesse requested a minute here before we start the show. So take it away, boy.
I just wanted to bring attention to something. We all have lives, busy lives, and we dedicate our lives to pursuits of a lot of different things, you know. And I wanted to congratulate our friend here, Eddie, for accomplishing something that is not easy. It takes dedication and hard work, and he got his blue belt. He got his promotion from white belt to blue belt, and that, gentlemen, is dedication. That is something that takes hard work, and we should praise our friend here for doing that. So I know I didn't say anything on social media. I wanted to wait to say it to you here. So
I appreciate that, man.
Hey.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man. That's real shit.
I appreciate it, man. I really do. It was a bit, honestly, it was kind of a surprise to me. I wasn't really going in there expecting anything, and I got it, and I was just like, whoa. And, I have my college degree. I have a bunch of other accolades that I've accomplished. This might be the proudest, like the thing that I'm proudest of is my blue belt, because it was 2 years of just fucking hard ass work, injuries, pain, ass whoopings, laying ass whoopings, everything.
Listen, to be a fat, sloppy Mexican prick like yourself, this is a fucking incredible accomplishment for yourself. So you should be fucking proud of yourself.
Fucking Fred Kirby. All right. Appreciate it, man. I really do. All right. Let's hit the first topic, man. Let's go into this Cowboy Winklejohn shit. You guys heard last week, Cowboy, I wouldn't say threw him under the bus. He kind of opened a big fat window into the fucking, Jackson Wink camp, pissed off everybody, basically saying that Winklejohn turned that thing into a puppy mill or a business, right? It's about money. So, according to Cowboy, you could pay your $150 a month, get it, and go in there and spar with like Holly Holm, right? And the reason why, when I was watching it was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I was watching it live. The reason why I believe what he says is that not too long, maybe like 2-3 weeks before the podcast, Mike Perry put a video up on Instagram or something, I think Instagram story or something, talking about some guy that was sparring with Michelle Watterson a little too hard, right? Like just like almost like he was like a real fight. And Mike Perry told Diego Sanchez about it, and Diego Sanchez took care of that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But it's I don't know what side. I don't know. We should pick sides. But who do you believe in this? Because Winklejohn came out basically saying Cowboy's full of shit. He's a narcissist and a bunch of stuff. Fred, who do you think? Like, who you? I guess for lack of a better term, who you siding with? Who you believe in?
I feel like this is one of those situations where, like most situations, the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. It's probably that off-white gray area where the truth actually resides. I think they're both probably right to a degree. Cowboy's probably right. It's probably not like it used to be. And I'm sure that they're getting money. Like, make no mistake about it. At the end of the day, everybody's fucking goal in this whole fucking entire universe is to get that money. Point blank. So if fucking Winklejohn is able to use all the celebrities at his gym and his newfound celebrity to increase his money by taking Jerkoff's money and getting them a little $150, $300 sparring session with Holly Holm for 15 minutes or a half a fucking hour. Yeah, he probably is. And could that decrease the quality of I don't know, morale or whatever the fuck around the gym? Maybe. I don't really know, possibly. But what they say about Cowboy could be true too.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to say it. Everybody seems to say that he wasn't really a team player, that he kind of looked out for himself. And I don't even think that's a bad thing. It's like everybody's probably telling a little shred of truth and then embellishing a little bit to make themselves not seem so bad. You know what I'm saying? Winklejohn probably is taking the money and running. He probably should. Cowboy probably is a little selfish. He probably should be. Like, they're probably all relatively right. You know what I mean? And plus, like, what? Cowboy had been there for fucking a month of Sundays, right?
No,
just like anything in life, man, shit gets old. And then you got Diego and all the cats that are still there defending the gym. That makes sense. They're still going to that gym every day. Of course, they're going to defend it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Cowboy's fucking lying. I don't think he's just making all this shit up. But I don't think it's necessarily as bad as he's painting it. Like, motherfuckers are trying to get paid. You know what I mean?
It's a business, right? Bottom line, like you were saying, it's a business. You got to make money somehow. Keep in mind, they like, what was it, like a year or two ago? They expanded to like a 40,000 square foot fucking gym now with dorms and shit.
Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe Jesse will be able to allude to this more, I think Cowboy said something like they made him choose, maybe, or that they chose Mike Perry over him. There might have been some of that. If that was the case, that might have been a little shady, seeing as how Donald Cerrone's been there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And if maybe like Mike Perry's the new thing or the new got more money. But then again, Wink was saying that Donald Cerrone was pilfering coaches and bodies away. That's low-key fucked up too. If you go build your own fucking ranch and then you take 3 or 4 of our best guys away and they're out there training with you constantly, what the fuck am I supposed to do if I'm Mike Wigglejohn? I'm happy about that. I mean, we all trying to get this money.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking guys out of my gym and taking them to yours. I'm not fucking over the moon over that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I kind of see both sides of the story. I don't think that either one of them are necessarily lying. So
right.
it is what it is, kind of.
Yeah, and to clear it up real quick, as you were saying, Cowboy said that Winklejohn and basically they picked Mike Perry over him. Like Cowboy had told them, like, hey, how about we don't let him train here this one camp because I'm fighting him.
Right. And he was like, nah, sorry, bro. Like Greg Jackson can help you out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom.
Right. And it was because according to Cowboy, it's because Cowboy pays Greg Jackson.
Right.
But Mike Perry pays pays Winklejohn.
Well, shit, big baby. I mean, goddamn. What you want from Week at that point, man? Yeah, fuck you. Go trade with Greg then. I mean, it's like me and Greg are brothers, but if you paying him and not me, what the fuck? And Mike Perry's paying me. I mean, money talks and bullshit walks, dog. I kind of see his point to a degree. Like, and I see Cowboys' point too. Like, I see what they're both saying, but just a good time for y'all to have a good, nice little, slightly amicable split.
Right. Jesse, what do you think, man? Who you think's I guess closer to the truth?
Like I said last week, I think it's Cowboy. Just due to the fact that we had this situation before with John Jones and Rashad.
That's right.
They ended up picking the new guy over the old guy, and the old guy, got shunned and got said that he was selfish, that he was an a-hole. Oh, he's building his gym anyway. He's traveling here only like part of the time. They said all these same excuses for Rashad. And this is the same thing, like to me, what was really telling is, for him.
Hold on. Sorry, Jesse. Were they excuses or were they facts? Rashad was training with the Black Zillions and starting that team at that time, no?
I don't know.
I think he was. I think he did go to the Black Zillions. I mean, like,
right.
Okay. The fucking voice of.
Right. Did he go like Jackson Wink and then TriStar, or was it TriStar and then Jackson Wink?
I think he was bouncing around then, but then he was like flirting with the Black Zillions, and that was like kind of like his team, right? Like during that whole.
It's possible. It's possible. It's been a while. I mean, I'd have to fucking Google the shit out of that.
Sorry to cut you off, Jesse.
Jesse? Oh, I think he froze.
Oh.
Yeah, he fucked his phone up, or something happened to his phone. It was all fucked up. So when he went to go get it fixed, they gave him a loaner while they work on it. He's got that
shitbird loaner phone.
Apparently, it's big time shitbird loaner phone. So,
yep, there he goes. Man down.
Yeah. All right. Personally, I think, look, Cowboy was claiming loyalty, right? Lack of loyalty and all that stuff. I've been here longer than Mike Perry, which, yeah, sure, fair enough.
Right.
But like you said, money talks, bullshit walks. And at the end of the day, it's, Winklejohn's one of the coaches in that gym, and you're just bailing, going to your BMF ranch, and then coming back just to get bodies. There's a little bit of fucked up on both sides, right? So this will probably die off up until I think December is when they fight. I think that's when they fight. I don't know. They fight in Colorado, so in Denver. So up until that fight, we're gonna forget all about it. And then after the fight, depending on if they shake hands and shit in the cage, we'll see if there's any kind of just settling the shit down. But we'll see. Jesse, you back with us?
Yeah. What's up? Sorry, phone call.
Jesse. Now we can't hear you. If you can hear us.
I heard him.
Can you hear him clearly? Because I can't hear shit.
Yeah, I can hear him fine.
Oh fuck. Okay. Well, that's kind of shitty. What does this happen? Go ahead.
Keep talking, Jesse. Can I hear you still, or are you completely dead now?
No, I think you could still hear me, Fred. I
Okay,
think
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't know why I can't hear you at all. It's really fucking weird. You want to jump back off and jump back on one more time? Try it out, Jesse.
sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's like fucking Ghost with Patrick Swayze. He says yes, Jesse. He says
Oh,
yes.
okay. There you go.
He's gonna try it and he'll be back.
All right. Let's yeah, let's move on and talk about Jones and Sonnen here, man. That whole thing that went down this week and started going back and forth. Supposedly, from what I saw, and from what I saw, John Jones said Chael Sonnen is the worst trash talker ever, and then
Yeah,
Chael Sonnen proceeded to Chael Sonnen proceeded to burn him too. It was some good ones in there. I had to give him credit. It was pretty good, but like, what the fuck does John Jones is like beefing with everybody, but he's not even like active, or is he back in the in the testing pool and shit?
I don't know if he's in the testing pool yet, but he's gonna be active, and if he's not active yet, it's gonna be soon. He's coming. Like he's on his way, Jack. All right, Jesse, talk to the people. Are you alive or what?
I'm alive, I hope.
There he is. Oh, okay, I can hear you. Good.
All right.
All right. Hey, we're talking John Jones and Chael Sonnen. Unless you have something else to add to the Cowboy Winklejohn thing.
No. I probably don't have a very opinion here, so I'll regress my opinion to you guys because I really haven't been following the Chael Sonnen and John Jones thing.
It was just Chael Sonnen saying that or John Jones saying that Chael Sonnen is the worst trash talker ever, and then Chael Sonnen lighting his ass up.
No,
it was great.
I can imagine, especially giving Chael enough time to write something down. He can probably refine that pretty well and eat you alive. So, but like I was telling you before, since my phone's been dead, I don't have any social media on this bad boy.
Oh, that's right.
Like, fuck that.
I got memory on this stupid phone.
Let's talk about this little doohickey of a goddamn tweet by John Jones. I don't know if you all motherfuckers can see this. Can you guys see this right here?
Oh, yeah.
As I'm talking. So John Jones, for any of you fucks that might not be able to see this, tweets out this tweet, and it's these fucking broads fighting. And this one broad lands a head kick on this other broad, knocks her out. John Jones tweets the video and says, "Must be the roids." Now, I thought that this was a very interesting tweet from Mr. Jones because, I don't know, boys, tell me if I'm off here, but is that like the OJ book? Did John Jones just basically say that I did steroids when I head kicked you?
That's weird.
Is this an admission of guilt?
No. I'm taking it more as in like, because remember, everybody keeps attributing the steroids as to why he won that fight. So he's just saying, like, obviously this chick is on steroids because she head kicked this chick and knocked her out. That's how I'm taking it.
Okay, fair enough. I suppose that could. I took it as an admission of guilt. Like,
but hold on. Let me put on my Alex Jones hat and let's go in on your theory here. So John Jones is now saying that he's on roids. Let's go with that one. I like that one. We need some Alex Jones numbers anyway, right, guys?
I feel like he was just. I guess when I first seen it, I thought he was saying roids or no roids. This was the result.
Oh, look, here's the thing. So apparently, John Jones said something. DC retweeted it saying this. You were on you tested positive 3 times, or whatever the fuck it was. And then John Jones basically saying like, oh, this head kick was because of steroids. Must be the roids. It totally wasn't her throwing low kicks and then high kick, right? It wasn't technique. It was roids. Okay,
I got you. Fair enough.
But that's what he was saying. But I mean, come on, man. The fuck? I mean, who gives a shit? Honestly, like,
I feel like that dude still is a tainted cheater. Sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, it's him, and it's and Anderson Silva kind of tainted.
So wait, quickly, we got a lot of shit to talk about, so I don't want to get stuck on this for very long.
It's all good.
But just quickly, for a hot second, who's the GOAT now? Is DC the GOAT?
Oh,
Mighty Mouse, come on. Mighty Mouse just lost to a small Mexican with the worst haircut in UFC history. We can stop it with him being the fucking GOAT, please.
No.
He's you still got DJ as the GOAT?
No, I agree with you, Fred. I think DC has overtaken as the GOAT because he now has proven that he is a champion in 2 divisions, except for the fact that he got slept once and decisioned another time by one guy in the division that he cannot beat. regardless, regardless of the fact that he was on whatever he was on,
Are
because
you fucked?
DJ managed to beat guys that were on EPO and other stuff trying to beat him, and he still beat him. That's my only argument.
Okay, that argument is weak ass sauce. Because let me tell you something, Jack. Ali Baga, whatever the fuck they got caught cheating against DJ, is no John Jones. If you give John Jones steroids, fuck that noise. That's not fucking fair. People shouldn't have to fight John Jones regularly, let alone on steroids to make his bones more dense. That's some bullshit, Jack. You can take that fucking KO and give it back to the Indians.
I'm with you. I'm fucking with you.
No. I think DC's the GOAT at this point. He's the undisputed GOAT,
Ooh,
man.
You wanted the few saying that.
But you know what? Like I said, once an episode. I agree with you, Fred. At this point, you cannot deny that DC, whether he has those two losses or not, he now has proven that in 2 divisions, he's better than everybody in that division. Even Stipe being like a 4-time defending champion, he got slept in 1 round.
Well, and listen, let's be honest about those losses for just a moment. Maybe the first one I'll give you. The second one, he stone cold got caught cheating with a very hard fucking steroid. I'm sorry, he don't get that knockout from me. No fucking way. No fucking way. You got. So, I'll give him that first win. And quite frankly, if we're keeping the fucking Alex Jones fucking skeptical snake eyes hat on, that first win is very fucking, his whole fucking career can be in question, because that's the problem with fucking cheating. It's like if you get caught cheating on your wife, nothing will ever be the same after that. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, the motherfucking cat's out of the bag. Bro, you got caught cheating in one of the biggest fights of your life. How the fuck do we know that you ain't been doing that your whole career? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But now we don't fucking know. We know you got caught cheat once for sure. And that's when you got the KO. How fucking ironic. You know what I mean? Like that. Fuck that.
And that's why I say that I can agree with you in that argument, because now that we know, of course, always hindsight is 20/20. But now that we know John Jones has the ability, at least the capability, to cheat and get away with it, and to some degree, we now know that his career could have been just a wash this whole time. We could have been seeing enhanced John Jones this entire time.
Maybe.
And that's what makes his run so impressive. Like I said, he's a 2-division champion now, and he actually slept a guy, the heavyweight champion, that, he's a hardworking dude, beat a bunch of tough guys, and he slept them in 1 round. DJ, for my thing, is that he proved himself in 2 divisions and lost to the best guy in one of the divisions, which was Dominic Cruz. So to me, that's why they were dead even. But now with the John Jones whole controversy thing, I think DC takes it. I still put DJ number 2 and GSP number 3.
So you got DC, DJ, and GSP?
Yep. Those are my top 3.
I can't stand those other 2 boys, but I'll give it to you. I'm down with that. As long as we got DC on top, like I can handle GSP. And look, you could probably even make the argument for GSP being on top. I think it's just hard to look past the fact that the 2 L's that DC got could have came from somebody that was cheating. I'm sorry, but that's just the fucking one was for sure. He got caught cheating. That's a fact, Jack. The other one is debatable.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Fucking I hadn't thought about if DC was the GOAT. I hadn't thought about it till right now. Right.
At this current time with with DJ losing.
Yeah.
Hard to argue, in my opinion, dog.
It's really fucking hard to argue.
At this point, he's our living GOAT, man. Sorry.
What's incredible to me is that we have Conor McGregor, nut hugger, and even he is not arguing for Conor to be number 1. Because he's got a lot of people who want to put Conor at number 1.
Listen, lots of things change in the sport, though, right? DJ just lost, which changes this whole game. Had he beat Henry Cejudo, a lot of people would still have an argument for that. DC could lose to Brock Lesnar. I highly doubt. As a matter of fact, I would bet my left nut he does not. But if DC loses to Brock and Conor sleeps Khabib in 1, we'll revisit this conversation.
Okay.
Things change quickly in the fight game, man. You're only as good as your last performance. And in DC's last performance, he knocked out the heavyweight GOAT. So
Right, and you're not wrong. And if somehow Jones DC gets set up or anything, and Jones sleeps DC, I'm sure
Right,
we'll revisit that.
and he doesn't piss hot afterwards. You know, yeah, exactly. I mean, this conversation is always changing. At this moment in time,
Yeah, I'm with you.
DC's the GOAT.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah, you're right. It's pretty hard to argue. All right. Just real quick, we'll touch on this one. Nick Diaz was cleared on all charges on that battery thing or whatever. I just want to say one thing. All you hated motherfuckers can eat a fat dick. Everybody came out shitting on him. He's like, oh, look at this fucking crazy ass motherfucker, white women beating and all this shit. Yeah, everyone was talking about how crazy that bitch was and all the crazy shit she does and how she's a stalker and broke into his house and shit a bunch of times. And he still didn't do nothing about it. He should have gotten a restraining order on her and shit. Yeah, guess what now, motherfuckers? Y'all gotta shut the fuck up. There we go. That's all I had on that.
Yeah, I mean, look, fuck all that noise. I'm glad it happened. Do we think he's coming back, and who will he fight? Let's cut to the fucking meat here. Is he gonna fucking fight again, and who will he fight?
And he said he's focused on his comeback. You say no, Jesse. Why?
To me, it just seems like Nick Diaz has never wanted to be a part of the fight game. He was good at it. He made money, but he never enjoyed it. And I don't think, unless you're throwing, just buckets of money at him to fight somebody, and I can't even think of who you would be able to do that with, because it's not like he's going to take over and fight Conor, right? Because that's his brother's fight. It's not like Nick Diaz is going to be like, yeah, I'll fight Conor, you know, for a bucket of money. Like, that's not going to happen. So I can't even think of who you could put him up against that you could actually say, okay, like, hey, Nick Diaz, we'll pay you, I don't know, a couple $1,000,000 to fight X person. I can't see that scenario.
And the one name that I can think of that nobody wants to see him fight, two guys that I want to see that I can think the name's gonna get thrown out there. One of them is GSP, and nobody really wants to see that. Okay, at least not that I can think of. And the one that I want to see is the Carlos Condit rematch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd be all about Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz too.
Look, man, I still think Nick can fight.
Oh, me too.
I still think he wants to fight. I still think that he can fight. I do think he will fight again. Who he fights is interesting. I don't really know, because I really don't even know what weight division he would come back at.
170.
You think 170? I almost feel like he would come back at 85.
I mean, he can come back in either one. 85 is less of a weight cut, but he can make 170. The dude just,
I know he can make 170. I just wonder at this point
if he would.
And where are the sexier fights at? Because we know Nick don't mind to get down at 85. There's a little bit of sexiness at 85. I mean, Yoel Romero, Nick Diaz, anybody?
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean?
Nick would gas him out or get,
That's an interesting fight, man. I mean, there are some interesting fights at 85 for Nick if he so chooses to come back and take this shit seriously.
Let me throw some names out. See what you think, okay? Robbie Lawler rematch.
Didn't take much to sell me. Matter of fact, there we go. That's the one we've all been clamoring for. Who's Robbie fighting next? He's fighting somebody soon, ain't he?
Yeah, he's got somebody that Stephen Thompson.
Thompson.
That's a fight I don't want to see, honestly.
I was gonna say you could give him Robbie Lawler regardless of the outcome of that fight, low key, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah,
but that's a fun fight. Fuck yeah, that's a great fight for Nick to come back on. Hypothetically,
what do you think, Jesse?
You know what? You can put all these names and they're exciting fights. I'm not saying that he cannot fight anymore. Okay. I'm just saying I don't think that the company will say we'll pay you $2 million to fight so and so on this card and make our money back. Like, I don't see a scenario where that's going to be a moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a title fight, and then that's a different story.
Listen. Here we go. I'm about to do it for y'all. You know what we're about to do? We're gonna bring Nick Diaz back. You know who he's gonna fight, and you about to get your money fight, Jesse. You ready?
Okay.
Colby Cheese Covington. Let's do it.
I'm okay with that.
Trump, Mexican. I'm okay with that. Let's go. Let's go. Colby's the fucking low-key uncrowned champion. He's got the style that everybody says Nick can't handle. He's like the poor man's GSP. Let's go. He's got that fucking mouth. Come on, Kobe versus Nick Diaz. And what the fuck does Kobe got in the meantime? Usman? He don't want that fucking
He don't
smoke.
want that fight.
No, I mean, he'd much rather had Nick Diaz than that.
Right.
And quite frankly, it sells more. Usman, Nick Diaz would be fun, but I think Nick Diaz would be like, yeah, give me Kobe.
Yeah,
I think wear that Trump shit around me. Let's do that. Kobe can talk. I can talk. That's a fun fucking fight. Let's do that.
Dude, that'd be legit as fuck, dude.
I agree with you, but then you have the same problem. Kobe is no longer a champion. He's not a money fight.
Oh, listen. Much as I hate Kobe, he is the money fight right now. 170, real shit. Darren Till and Tyron Woodley are not as compelling as Colby Covington versus damn near anybody right now. And it's not because of the stylistic matchup. I think that Darren Till, I want to see Colby take a beat. Look, man, Colby's starting the fucking journey towards the Floyd Mayweather fucking area. And get your fucking panties out of a ruffle. I don't mean as far as selling pay-per-views, but I mean as being fucking hated amongst his peers. I can't stand. Did you see what he tweeted about Colin Kaepernick? Yeah. We'll get to the Nike thing later, but did you see Colby jumping in on the action? Woo, I can't stand that boy. Like, but he is fucking selling it good.
I think you're right and wrong at the same time, Fred. I think he is venturing into the Mayweather area because he's going to turn into the guy that everybody wants to see get his face punched in. And that's where everybody's going to want to be and watch him. But
Can
right
we
now,
ding the fucking bell? Where's the fucking bell to ding? Jesse, you just hit the fucking nose on the head. Head on the nose.
But the problem is that you valued him as a proper person, as a proper like money-making fight by taking away his title, right? Like the UFC did a disservice to themselves. They put a interim championship on him, and then when he was supposed to come back and fight for that championship, they stripped him right away, and now he's no longer a champion. So they devalued their own person. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a good job of keeping himself in the media, but I just don't see Nick Diaz going, yeah, I'll take that fight. That fight's sexy enough for me. I don't think he'll take it.
Listen. Fucking Colby Covington was at the White House with the president giving him that belt. He ain't gonna let them stripping him of that belt slow him down one iota. He'll show up with a fake UFC belt to that press conference. He'll talk about how this is for the real belt. NyQuil Woodley and that fucking prick that you can't understand a word that comes out of his mouth. They're gonna trash them, and I'm telling you, this is the fight to make, man. This is the fight to make. I really think this will be fun. And it's a fight where I feel like both dudes will be like, I'll beat the shit out of that dude. Like, Nick Diaz is probably like, man, that dude don't want no smoke. He can just wrestle. Like, as long as he can't wrestle me to death, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. And Colby Covington's probably like, fuck, the blueprint to beat Nick Diaz is out there. Take him down, rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah, just hug him.
Yeah.
Hug him. So you do it. No, yeah. Fucking, that's this funny shit. All right, let's talk about 228, and we'll talk about Nike ad campaign because that's going to be the longer topic here. All right, so UFC 228 this weekend in Dallas. Main event, Tyron Woodley against Darren Till. Pretty clear cut. Who are you picking, Fred?
Look, this is one of those fights where it's very simple on the surface, right? Like, conventional wisdom says that Tyron Woodley should win. He's been in way bigger fights. He's got way more experience. He's more well-rounded. He's got more tools in the shed, right? Better wrestling game. He should be able to win this fight. And then there's the challenger. Young, hungry lion, undefeated, huge guy for the division, dynamic striker. You know, it's got all the fucking makings for a really fun fight, to be honest, because you can't really call it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I always tend to go with my heart and my gut and what I kind of want to see happen in these situations as opposed to what I think would happen. Again, if you was betting one of my children's lives on this, I'd probably go with Woodley because I think that's the safe bet.
Right.
But I'll be rooting for Till because he's sexy. And calm down. I don't mean that he's physically sexy. Just the idea of him is sexy.
Right.
You know, fucking, what is he? Should I call him British? Is that fair? He's a fucking scouser, whatever the fuck that means. Scouser. He's a European prick of some sort. He's fucking undefeated. He has a very exciting fighting style. And it would be a really nice change for the division to have this undefeated striking European champion at the head of that division. That would be very sexy and fun. So I'll be rooting for Till, and that's who I'm picking to win by knockout because it makes the division. Why do I keep using the word sexy? But it makes the division sexier, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a funner division if he wins. But like, Tyron Woodley should win this fight. If he decides to use his wrestling and tire out Till, I can see Tyron winning this fight a lot of ways. But I'm like hoping Till lands some crazy kick or some shit because that'll be fun and sexy.
And sexy. Yeah, dude. Look, I am gonna go with what I feel, and it's Tyron Woodley. I think Tyron Woodley's gonna just do what he does. Like Tyron Woodley at this point is just fights to not lose, right? He tries to not lose fights. He's not really trying to win them. And he's pulling this bullshit right now. Like, I'm going to bring the old Tyron Woodley back. The guy that starts people and shit like that. I don't see it. I think he's going to avoid, he's going to try and get close, stay out of range, and then shoot in to get a, takedown and work the wrestling, man.
One thing I got to hand it to him, too, man. That second fight with Wonder Boy was dog shit, but he low-key beat the fuck out of Wonder Boy in that first fight. He did it with striking.
Yeah,
like, I think Darren Till is the better striker. I'll put it to you like this. Darren Till is definitely the better striker, but I think that Tyron Woodley is more competent in that realm than Darren Till is in the wrestling realm.
Agreed.
Like when they're on their feet, Darren Till probably has the advantage, but he can still get fucking thunderstruck by Tyron if he's not careful. Tyron ain't getting out wrestled by Darren Till.
No.
That's not happening. So like, you know what I mean? Like, there's that the smart money has to be on Tyron Woodley. Anything can happen, but
all right, Jesse, what are you picking?
I'm agreeing with you, Eddie. I think Tyron Woodley does not want to lose the title because he knows as soon as he loses the title, he becomes irrelevant. And
incredibly irrelevant.
His job as a UFC fighter probably is on the line every time. The UFC is probably looking for a reason to, usher him down to Bellator or, ONE FC or whatever, for him to join, Ben Askren or something, So, I think Tyron Woodley's too smart. He's so analytical with, how he breaks down the fights. He's seen pretty much Darren Till fight all the time. He analyzes these fights, so he knows them pretty well. I think he's going to be well prepared. And we're just going to see a 5-round clinic on just beating Darren Till, boring decision, but Tyron Woodley is going to retain.
All right. Co-main event, Nico Montano, I think, I don't know if it's Montano, whatever, but it's against Valentina Shevchenko. A lot of people go with Shevchenko on this one. Really, overlooking and underestimating the champion. Who are you picking there, Jesse?
And there's lots of reasons to not pick Montano, right? I mean, she's going up against a chick who has 80-something kickboxing matches, boxing matches. It's like if we asked, what's that YouTuber, Aaron Paul, to fight I don't know, John Jones or something. It's it's such a mismatch of experience. Just because one person has had one fight doesn't mean that equals everything. But given all this hype and everything and all this talk about how Shevchenko is basically the champ already, I'm going to go with Montano. I think she's tough enough. And she's so new and she's so unique that I think Shevchenko will not have the prior knowledge, basically that ability to look at what Montano does and how she does it. And I think that might take her by surprise. So I'm just going to say Montano probably by decision.
All right, Fred, picking him.
I guess I should put my shit off of mute, before I start talking. Look, old girl became the champion by winning a reality show, right? That's never good for business. It's the exact same type deal like Carla Esparza when she fought fucking JJ. It ain't going to be nothing nice. It's lambs to the slaughter here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The caliber of girl she fought to win that belt is nowhere near Shevchenko. No, not even close. And
no.
Look, you never know. anything's possible. Maybe she's made, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's increased her skill level a lot, blase. But like more than likely, Shevchenko about to get up in that ass, Jack, and give that weight division a champion whose name we recognize. It is what it is.
You know what though, Fred? Someone brought up something interesting. Montano beat Roxanne Modafferi for the title. Right. Now Roxanne Modafferi has a lot of experience as a fighter. You could probably say that she has not as much, but almost an equal amount of ring time and experience fighting. And she had a rough time with Montano. I think that's where I'm getting my sense of like, you know, Montano is a lot better than we think, because she was able to beat another wily veteran.
Listen, what's her nickname? The Happy Warrior?
Yeah.
I enjoy her a lot. No, I'm being serious. I enjoy her a lot. I think she's trash as a fighter. Every fight I've ever seen her in, she's been trash, except for when she was on The Ultimate Fighter beating girls who are absolute trash. Like I think she's a great girl, and I think she's such a veteran that she's been able to pull out a couple W's here and there because she just knows how to fight. But I don't think she's very talented at all. And winning a decision against her, all due respect, you'll see. We talk every Wednesday, boys. I'm putting my money on Shevchenko beating the fuck out of her. Like, you never know, but like, I think she's about to fucking take a beating, Jack.
That's what I got. I got Shevchenko knocking her the fuck out, but I'm hoping that Montano like surprises us, but I don't see it, man. All right, other fights on the card. I saw well, it was gonna be a better fight, but Zabit Magomed Sharipov. He's taking on Brendan Davis on like 2 weeks' notice. Bad motherfucker, Brendan Davis. Jessica Andrade against Karolina Kovacevic. Abdul Razak Al Hassan against Nico Price. That is your main card. Most of the, to me, in my opinion, the better fights are all in the fucking prelims. Carlos Esparza against Tatiana Suarez. Esparza is just another W for Suarez. He's the next generation fighter. But Aljamain Sterling against, what's that?
I said, ouch.
Why? You don't think so?
Truth though.
No. It is truth. I'm just saying ouch because Carlos Esparza, I think a lot of the UFC and a lot of people put a lot of faith in Carlos Esparza and what she can do. And I just, you know, we've talked about it before. She's just not improving, man. She's just not getting better. And like you said, Suarez is just going to eat her alive. I
just wish Esparza hadn't been on that fucking reality show and basically showed kind of how petty her and fucking Felice Herrig are and kind of made them so super unlikable. You know what I mean? honestly, dude, I remember I watched it. I was like, fuck them. I don't want to watch that no more. Fuck that. Like, they're all petty about everything and shit. Anyway, but Tatiana Suarez is probably a smoker, but we'll see. Aljamain Sterling against Cody Stemmen. And then here's one. Jimmy Rivera coming off that knockout loss against Marlon Moraes, right? Taking on John Dodson at 135. Yeah. Charles Bird against Darren Stewart. Diego Sanchez taking on Craig White. All right. Jim Miller against Alex White. Irene Aldana against Lucy Pudilova. Roberto Sanchez against Jared Brooks. And kicking off the entire card on prelims, for online prelims, Jeff Neal against Frank Camacho. Overall, this is one of the ones where you go to the bar with your boys to watch. You know what I mean? Or, you know, get everyone together to pitch in a couple $bucks here and there for beer and shit too. But definitely, you know, don't stay home by yourself and watch this shit and pay, you know, $60 out of pocket. That's bullshit.
Okay, who's watching this? Like, seriously, I'm not, because I'm going camping this weekend. Are you guys seriously watching this?
I believe I am, because I'm live tweeting this shit.
Listen, I'm a boring house dad. Like, I've got time. Listen, not only am I listen, here's the sad fact. Not only am I watching it, but that's all I'm looking forward to. That's all I got going this whole fucking weekend. Like, right now, I'm waiting for 6:30 Saturday evening for this shit show that we're waiting for.
Yeah,
actually, there's a boxing match on this weekend too, I think.
Oh, fucking who is it? Canelo's next weekend. Oh,
that's this weekend.
Canelo, Triple G's next weekend. This weekend is motherfucker. I forgot who it was.
Is it Mikey Garcia and somebody?
Is it? I'm not sure. Oh fuck! I'll find out later. Anyway.
Yeah. It's escaping me right now.
Yeah.
Good boxing match though too.
Yeah, I have to live tweet this thing, so I'm sure I'll be watching it. And then I'm with you, dude. A boring house house parent now. So
it's not the worst card in the world either. We've seen it's just on paper for now, so it could very well end up being pretty fun.
Shit, I got that in the Cardinals game on Sunday. That's all I got for this weekend, boys. So
right,
it is what it is. Anyway, probably gonna watch Sam Bradford get his knee blown out. Fucking first play of the game. All right. Let's talk about this Nike ad. Oh, actually, real quick, because we actually got some comments here. Shout out to Uncle Hank and Gary Costa in the comments. HMSG's here. He's talking about Nick Diaz. He says it has to be Nick Diaz versus Bisping. I know Bisping is retired, but I think he'd come back for a super fight. I think so too. But whether or not he'd actually do it,
I could get down with that. I suppose. I still like fucking Colby Covington, Nick Diaz. But
I hadn't even thought about that. But since you mentioned it, I kind of want that Covington fight.
Well, the clash of personalities would be epic.
I just want to see Covington get slapped, like open fucking hands, just fucking
by a Mexican too. It's beautiful. It's
right? Yeah. Then if Nick Diaz wins, it'd be even better, especially if it's by like choke.
The first thing you need to say is "fuck Donald Trump."
Yeah, be the best. All right, and then HMSG asking, hey, what's basically he's asking out of us three or all three of us what our favorite divisions are. So if you want to start off, Fred, you have your favorite division.
Ooh, favorite division. Look, I hate to be cliche, but 55. Like at this moment in time, overall, it's heavyweight.
Right.
I'm cliche. Like I love nothing cooler than when there's a really when Brock was at the top of the fucking heap and shit. When there's a really interesting heavyweight, that's fun. But right now, bro, currently it's got to be 55, and not just because of Conor, but kind of
a little bit because of Conor.
That fucking helps a lot. You know what I mean? Like now you got Khabib and shit. And
dude, you got
Tony Ferguson. 55 is on fucking fire right now.
Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, if he stays. You got way too many killers in that one. What about you, Jesse? What's your favorite division?
Yeah, I know you guys hate me for it, but I say flyweight.
Are you kidding? Yeah, really?
Yeah, I just like what Demetrius Johnson did at flyweight, and that's my favorite division. So screw you guys.
Right, that answer
especially Fred
made me nauseous.
I still like the 170 division a lot. So even though it's not the most live right now, but Jorge Masvidal's in there. Yancy Medeiros, guys like that, guys that are scrap. Just throw down. I'm cool with those guys. And then I'm with you too. Heavyweight. I just like heavyweight. So
when it's lit, it's heavyweight.
Right.
Heavyweight is disgusting right now. Make no mistake about it. But you get a couple stars at heavyweight, and there's nothing more exciting than a big heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? Like those dudes are so huge and dangerous when it's right. Like when Frank Mir was lit and he was fucking dangerous. When Minotauro Nogueira was a thing. When Fedor was a thing. Like heavyweight has the potential to be fucking electric when it's right.
Shit, Fabricio Verdun was on there for a while.
Healthy King, it's right.
Healthy Cain Velasquez, Stipe Miocic, fucking Francis Ngannou. Like, what the hell? I used to get hyped up about Junior Dos Santos fights. I was like, fuck, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
and now
that's the problem with heavyweight. It's so fleeting too. It's so dangerous up there. Like motherfuckers, it's hard to keep a rein. But like if somebody can, it's fucking amazing.
All right, let's talk about this Nike ad campaign. There's no way you haven't heard.
Time to get political.
Fuck yeah, I don't give a shit. Wait, there's no way you haven't heard. All right, if you're on any social media, on YouTube, if you even blinked at Facebook, you've seen the new Nike ads featuring one Colin Kaepernick, who is known as the guy that takes a knee for the national anthem during his I think the last year of his football career. Right? What is he protesting? Yeah. What is he protesting? Police brutality against black people, right? Like we've seen it on the news. It's just a lot of it's just weird. It's hard to put an amount to it because it's kind of dirty, gross to put an amount to it. But with police shooting and killing unarmed black men, quite a few times now. And a lot of people are just like, oh, it's only because they're only highlighting that, they're only talking about that on the news. Yeah, I get it, but it's happening, right? So, Colin Kaepernick took it upon himself, and a handful of other NFL players took it upon themselves to take a knee to peacefully protest. The reason why it's such a big deal now, in my opinion, and you guys can take over anytime you want, is because Donald Trump hijacked it for his campaign, right? He was kind of like, oh, he's disrespecting the flag, that's the shit. Everyone bought into it. Everybody forgets that during the national anthem, You have a bunch of fucking people buying beers, right? You have a bunch of fucking people, fucking all drunk and yelling stupid shit in the stands. You got people that wear the American flag as underwear. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much hypocrisy in this. It's hard for me to like wrap my mind around it. But where we're at now is Nike picked up the ad campaign, and I forgot what does the ad say? The one with Colin Kaepernick's face on it. Something about you got to risk everything. Hang on, let me go to LeBron's Instagram. Here it is.
Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything.
Right. And so everyone picked it up and started putting like Pat Tillman on it. Which, by the way, side note, Pat Tillman would have been laughing at you guys to taking his face and putting it on this fucking thing. Because while it works with Pat Tillman on the ad, if he was on there, Pat Tillman would have been all about Colin Kaepernick taking a knee and protesting peacefully. Y'all need to read up on who Pat Tillman was. Y'all, for real, y'all need to read up on who Pat Tillman was. I have, so get on it. But yeah, it's interesting thing. I want to hear what Fred has to say about it, and I'm sure you'll talk about it on your podcast. Did you already do it?
No, yeah, we're gonna record tomorrow. Actually, we got
a
fuckload of shit to talk about. I'm super excited too.
So what do you think?
I don't know, man. It just seems goofy, kind of. I mean, like I suppose you knew this was going to happen, or we knew this was going to happen, but you've seen people like burning their Nike shit. For what? Like for what? I really don't get it. I honestly don't even think it's about the flag anymore. I really truly believe it's about racism and shit like that. I really just truly believe that. Like, if not, what would it matter, dude? Like, here's a fucking a little humdinger for all you goofy pricks out there that thought that it would be a smart idea to burn your Nikes. How many people do you think that Nike endorses worldwide? Does anybody know the answer to that question?
A lot, but I don't have a number for you.
I have no fucking idea, but I guarantee you that Nike probably fucking sponsors a motherfucking little small Indian cricket player somewhere that has all kinds of ideas about shit that would just rub your little fucking Coors Light drinking ass the wrong way. Newsflash, you're a dummy. A big, stupid dummy. And this is what dummies do. They figure something out and they think they know something and they start destroying their own shit like morons. I mean, Nike probably has all kinds of athletes under their banner that have done way worse shit by these standards, by these type of people, than Colin Kaepernick, and probably have way more strong views on things that you disagree with than Colin Kaepernick. Nike is a multi-billion-dollar organization that sponsors athletes and fucking rappers, and who knows, Lil Xan might have a fucking Nike sponsorship. Do your fucking research, douchebags. This is not the cause to get up in arms unless you're a fucking racist and you're just salty that it's the black guy speaking for the black folks, and that's what you see. This is Nike choosing black people. If that's what you see, then this makes you upset. Other than that, who gives a who gives a? I can't stand Walmart. And guess where I be shopping at all the time? Because life's a motherfucker. Like, if Nikes are fresh, we're wearing them. And if you don't wear Nikes because Colin Kaepernick got sponsored by Nike, you're a fucking jerk. Like, you need more problems in your real world. Like real talk. You need I got all kinds of bullshit, dog. I had to sleep early so I can wake up at 5:50 with my punk ass kids arguing about the fucking hairbrush and shit. Go have another kid. Like, if you're burning your Nikes, have a baby. Clearly, you don't have enough problems in your life because you're worried about shit that is irrelevant and stupid. Like, it's weird that we even have to have conversations like this. Like, even if you disagree with the guy, what the fuck you burning your shoes for, you fucking jerk off? Who cares? What the fuck are you doing? People are crazy.
It really is. We don't have enough problems in this fucking country, or we're so distracted. Like, we just want to be distracted from our own shit. I get it. Look, I'm with you. Everyone, but for sure, everyone's got bigger problems than this bullshit, right? For sure, one guy's like, "Oh, god damn it, I haven't paid that fucking light bill in 3 months. I'm probably playing with time right now, but fucking call Kaepernick, bro. I'm gonna burn my one pair of Nikes because I don't agree with this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Like, do you not have anything better to do? Like, that's what I'm with you. I was kind of like, this is stupid as fuck. Like, this is stupid as fuck. This says a lot about the people that get mad about it, though. That's the thing. It says a lot about them.
Yeah.
And the thing with my first reaction, real quick, my first reaction was like, who are the snowflakes now, bitch? Like, I'm very in the middle of everything. I laugh at everybody. I think the left's stupid and the right's stupid equally, right? But they keep the conservative people. I was like, oh, fucking liberals and lefties are all fucking snowflakes. Who's snowflaking now, bitch? Like, you guys, they're so sensitive about this shit.
Well, see, a lot of times I don't find myself coming in direct contact with shit like this because I keep a pretty small group in all
Arizona, bro.
in my real life, and most of my people around me share my views on most shit like this. But we were talking just before we went live, and Jesse, I think you were saying that like you were seeing all kinds of, and you out in LA, so you get a bit more of a broader scope on people. You know what I mean? Like, and you were saying that like. You were seeing Nike shit and trash cans and shit out there.
Yeah. So, that's been my favorite thing today, is seeing Nike shoes, Nike jerseys. You know, just
see, I don't see that. Like, Dayton is like low key ghetto, and like we're team Nike. So like I don't, and my people, most people that I see, I'm sure maybe in the suburbs it's like that, but I haven't really seen nothing. But the fact that you've seen it just goes to show you there are a lot of people out there that are real shit throwing their Nike shit in the trash. You are a racist piece of shit if you threw away your Nike shit because Colin Kaepernick got spotted. I don't give a fuck. I just don't buy it. You really care that much about somebody disrespecting a song that you're willing to throw your clothes away and not even like donate them to the Goodwill? You're a fucking twat. A twat.
Twat. I was going to say twat.
Sorry English.
Jesse, what do you think, man?
Twat.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just hilarious to me. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I just think it's funny that I get to drive around here working and stuff, and I get to see like Nike shoes out there on top of trash cans. But I mean, it's ridiculous. Which one of you also showed us the Latin American Nike commercial? Was it you, Fred? That was Fred. To that one? Yeah. I mean, you know, Nike is just trying to do what Nike does, which is cause some controversy so everybody, you know, is looking at their product right now, and they're doing a good job of it, man. They've pissed off a lot of people. This is on the news right now. You've got people on, you know, the news screaming about it, yelling about it. You got idiots on YouTube burning stuff. You know, I mean, like Eddie was saying, I think on his morning toke, you got people that are running out and buying stuff just so they can, you know, go to their YouTube page, you know, and burn it. It's like, okay, so you guys are helping this company make more money. So good job. You know, it's just stupid people yelling at stuff, you know?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Well, to me, the whole thing was dumb to me, but just the reaction that they've gotten. Gary says, "Let them rock Skechers," but the reaction that this whole thing has gotten so ridiculous. But whenever I see something like this blow up this big, like on social media and shit, and it's all everyone's talking about, I legit get nervous about what like the government's doing. Right? These are the times where like, oh, they're not looking. Let's do something. So now we got the Kavanaugh guy trying to be, confirmed for the Supreme Court, right, to be a justice. I immediately started watching that motherfucker's like, you know, hearings. I was like, yeah, fuck that. They're trying to something's, you know, there's a reason this is going on right now. And it's all huge. I'm gonna look at that shit. 'Cause fuck, that's just crazy. Stuff like that. Whenever something like this is, to me, it's always been like some kind of distraction for a reason. So.
People are burning the most trash Nike shit. Yeah. Where's the people burning their J's? Come on, you bunch of fucking pussies. Burn your Off-Whites.
Hey, they're wearing the
fucking $1,000 Nikes. They're burning these trash ass Nikes and these little garbage ass. Burn your fucking Michael Jordan jersey. Let's see one of those catch on fire, you fucking pussies.
Right. You see the one video, the old guy that still had him on. He lit his fucking Nikes on fire, you know, on his feet like an idiot.
Yeah, he's a good. Let's share that fucking video. Here you go. Here's your fucking guy.
Yeah, there you go, Deep South.
Take your fucking sign, you fucking idiots. Like, at the end of the day, too, like, I don't know. It does seem like people just need some more shit to care about, man. Like, even if you cared, like, what are you burning shit for? Like, that's stupid.
Right. No, it is fucking dumb as hell. Hold up. I got this Chael Sonnen poem that he just tweeted out 20 minutes ago, and I want to play it on the air and see if we can pull off YouTube. Cause fuck it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, all right. To close this off, this topic out. Overall, like, how long before this just blows over? A couple days, a week? What are you guys thinking?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Week or two or something. That's also what I was just fixing to say, is that people are also, the people that are complaining about this are a bunch of fucking pussies. And they're spineless. And you know what the thing about spineless pussies are? They don't stand behind nothing. They won't stand behind this.
No.
These punk ass motherfuckers will be wearing Nikes in 2 months. They won't think nothing about it. They'll be on to the next thing. They've got no real backbone or conviction. And look, some of them will. There's some motherfucker out there that's gonna watch this. Buddy, I ain't never wearing Nikes again. Congratulations, loser. You're one of the few people that'll stick to this. Most people will not. They won't. And a week or two, some other person does some other thing that they get offended by, and they'll be off to worrying about that. Like, and if Nikes happen to look cool, and let's be honest too, most guys don't give a fuck about nothing but getting pussy. As long as girls are still sucking dicks and giving pussy to guys who wear Nikes because they think Jordans and Jumpmans and shit like that are cool, guys will still buy Nike regardless of Colin or any fucking body on planet Earth. And Nike has established itself as a cool shoe. So get the fuck out of here with all this craziness.
Yeah, if you're still boycotting Nikes in 2 months, no girl should fuck you.
Yeah, and you need a life. Like, let somebody punch you in the nose. You need some problems.
Yeah, something. All right, real quick before we go to, did you have a question here, Jesse, for the show?
Yeah, but you want to play the video first?
Yeah, let me play it. So I can't play the video, but I can probably play it. Well, you know what? I think the audio will fuck us over anyway, but. So this is tweeted out about 20 minutes ago. This is from Chael Sonnen. People are talking about it on Twitter as being savage. Let me know if you guys can hear it, okay? All right.
The rest. I tracked him to a coffee shop, and what did I see? A guy on a cell phone taking shots at me, hiding from his deeds just like the Fink. Hid under the octagon at Jackson Wink, and the guys in the lab coats came a-calling, and the coaches and the jobbers started muttering and stalling. As a certain somebody with no chance to depart hid under the cage and tried not to fart, and peed in a bottle and held his roided breath till the boys from USADA finally left. So I went and sat next to him and said, "Ass, what you doing? Did you try to escape with this gangster pursuing? Didn't you know in the end, the one thing that is true is the fans all love me and the fans all hate you. No matter how many mistakes I make, they give me some slack. They cut me a break. Because when it comes to deserting them, they know that I won't. They know I respect them and they know that you don't. So tell fake reporters whatever you choose against me and the fans, friend, you will always lose. Because wherever we go, wherever we roam, the fans will go with me and you will go alone. So fix the things you broke. Don't chat about me. Just watch from the sidelines as I win the Grand Prix." He's defeated every champion from every organization.
Bars. Where's Funk?
Damn.
Bars.
Damn.
Listen.
Yo, John Jones got to shut the fuck up.
That was cute. And those were some good bars.
Yeah.
But make no mistake about it, Chelly Chell. I was around and I remember when John Jones had half a toe hanging off and he threw you around the ring like a little old baby schoolgirl. Now, again, he was probably roided out of his mind. But the problem with this particular fight is, so was you. And you got your ass whooped like a small child. So all that little fancy shit that you just spouted off with your little lips, you don't get the DC pass because you're a cheater too. That man beat the shit out of you. You can talk from afar. Listen, rattle that little poem off in a bar next to John Jones. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Dude. I bet you tell fucking goddamn John Jones all roided up right now and throw you through the fucking roof.
That was fucking hilarious. Like,
that being said, that was hilarious.
I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Like, you can't. Raiders said Chael is king of smack talk. Yeah, 100%. But I enjoyed the fuck out of that. That was so fucking, we're missing that from the UFC specifically, right? But
listen, you know what I love about Chael? Like I said, this is a guy that beat the dog shit out of him, and look at him, just firing away at him, just talking to him like he ain't a bit of nothing, even though that dude beat the fuck out of him not too terribly long ago. But you know, Chell is no doubt about it the king of smack talk. When you can talk to somebody like that who has beat your ass on public TV in front of millions of people, and you can still disrespect them like that, you're the fucking king, Jack, of that particular realm.
There you go. What are your thoughts there, Jesse, on that?
We were talking about it earlier, right? Colby Covington is taking a page out of Chael Sonnen's book, and Chael Sonnen is just proving that if you give him enough time to come up with some genius stuff, he can come back with some really, really interesting things to tell you. And, you know, he loves this stuff. He loves pro wrestling. He loves this thing, and he's good at it. Nobody's better than Chael at doing this. You know, even though we know it's scripted, even though we know he wrote it and practiced it and everything, it's still just, it does something for us. You know, it's that pro wrestling thing for us. So whatever, man. Chael's going to do what Chael's going to do.
Yeah. Look, man,
wait. You know what? The last thing about that, though, the best thing about the poster for the Bellator thing is him dressing up like Apollo Creed for that thing. Best thing ever that he's done.
Yeah, that was pretty good,
man.
If he doesn't come out to Living in America or whatever, when he comes out for that fight, it'll be a waste.
Man, if Chael don't stop looking like Uncle Sam's retarded nephew.
Yeah. Oh fuck, dude. All right, boys. Oh yeah, Jesse.
Yes.
What you got?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Just so many things happening here. Okay, so I want to know, what was the first thing, if you can remember, that you bought with your own money?
What was the first thing? That was a long time ago.
What do you mean my own money? Like money that I was given, like on no Christmas, or like that I made?
Yeah, that you earned, and you like bought something that you were like, this is mine. This is my first item. Right. This is like important to me.
You know what?
I don't really fucking know.
Yeah, when PS1 was still big, I bought one of those, and I wasn't supposed to have it because my parents were very like about grades and shit. So I bought it and I snuck it into my house, and then I bought this little shit TV, and I hid it all under a bunch of boxes in my closet, and I would only bring it out like at midnight to fucking play it, right? Like Crash Bandicoot and all that shit. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The PlayStation 1, way back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of lame, but still. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Might have been like Power Ranger shit.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a bicycle.
There you go.
Maybe. Yeah. Or some shoes.
Jesse, what'd you buy?
As Fred just mentioned, I bought shoes. I've always been obsessed with shoes, and I just have a ton of shoes. I think I have more shoes than my wife. Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, look, you know how to dress, man. So I'm not doubting you whatsoever. But yeah,
that was my first like purchase. I bought myself some shoes that I thought were cool looking. So yeah,
there you go. All right, if we got nothing else, did we lose Fred? No, we're good. But Fred, you there?
He went off screen for some reason. I don't know. Maybe somebody was coming into the room or something.
Oh, maybe. Let's just chill for a second and give him a chance to come back.
The escort he ordered probably came a little early.
A little early? Oh, he don't have his headphones in.
I know he missed out on that one.
Anyway,
what'd you say?
Nah, some stupid shit.
Anyway, I'll tell him. I said maybe the escort you ordered came a little early. That's why you had to go.
Yeah, I fucking wish. I wish. If only. All right, but I do have to go, boys.
All right. So, all right. Well, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Raider, HM, Gary, Uncle Hank, everybody. Appreciate you guys. You can follow Kirby at Kirby_MMA. Jesse, that's for Watt 1983. I'm at Ela31. The page is at Keyboard MMA. Shout out to Represent, RipTheWarriors.com. Get to show up the new gear. And SpicesPros.com. Keyword is Keyboard MMA for 10% off. All right, guys. Everyone have a good night.
I want my book.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Gary, you're watching. Send the fucking book.
There you go.
If not, I'll tell him tomorrow for sure.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. The book thing. That's right. All right. Love y'all. Y'all the shit. Catch you guys later. Good night, Wilshire.